Okay, well, here we are, and God, it's blown out. I don't know why we're so blown out here, Mum, but here we are, actually here in Krakow with my mum, and I just wanted to very quickly talk to you all about the fact that we're staying in the same apartment as, hello Robert, as where my mother used to live with her family. So in the background, hi Alana, there are people that have fixing up the electricity here because it's not working. Hi Tim, and it's a beautiful summer's day, but here's my mum. Say hello to everybody. And she just had a shower. After how many hours were we travelling, Mum?
About 30, maybe.
Hi Gabrielle.
Over 30, yeah.
Over 30 hours.
Yeah.
Hi Annie. So anyway, this is going to be a little bit of a tough conversation. So those people that don't want to be involved in things that are a little bit sad, then please switch off. But we're going to, hi Kurt, hi Joanna. We're going to recall, hi Kathy, Mum, move in a little bit more. My mum's all showered, it's a warm, we've just had how many days travelling? 3 days, 2 days with me?
Yeah, exactly.
But you were telling me a little bit about, this is the house where you were brought up in Poland?
No, where my grandfather lived.
Where your grandfather lived?
Yeah,
and so I'm going to take you guys down to a staircase where my mother recalls the Nazis came, and you might want to tell people, hi Megan Louise Reddy, a little bit very quickly. This is a little bit of a tough conversation, so if you guys want to switch off if it's too much for you, but my mum's going to recall what actually happened. What year was it, Mum?
1941.
So 1941, and what actually happened? You were in the apartment with your family?
Correct, and they knocked at the door.
The Nazis knocked on the door.
And they had a list of the rich people in Poland, and they knew that my grandparents had, beautiful furniture, imported furniture, so they needed it, so they came, knocked at the door.
So what happened was, my mother's saying that they were in their apartment, it was 1941, the Nazis had invaded Poland, and they had a list of all the people that they wanted to confiscate furniture and jewellery and clothing, and we're actually sitting in the apartment block where that actually took place. And you can hear in the background some Polish people are working behind us. So I'm just going to take you, because it's very, very chilling. This is actually the apartment block. And I'm just going to go past through here. Guys, say hello to Australia and America. Say hello, everybody. Come on, dzień dobry, dzień dobry. Anyway, so I'm just going to take you through. And it's just a very chilling moment here for me. I'm taking you through to the apartment block. Hi, Bella. And if you can see here, these are actually the stairs I'm going to be walking down in a moment with my Crocs. And I'm going to just sit here because actually this is the stairwell where the Nazis came to collect the furniture from my family. And that's literally the story. So my mother was sitting in her apartment block, and they came and they didn't say a word. Not one single word was said by my parents and my mother's family, and they confiscated everything from it, from this stairwell. They did have a lift, there's a lift now there, but before they did not have a lift. Hi Sydney, and my mother is sitting here and she's recounting the tale of when the Nazis came from here, from these stairs. They knocked on the door, they had pieces of paper, they knew exactly what they were going to confiscate, and they came in, they took all their clothing. I mean, that was the beginning, that was the good days, before they started murdering everybody. But we come here in peace and love, it's a huge trip for us, and this is actually the original building. You can just feel the history in here, I think. Hi Tamara in Sydney, I hope you're well. Hi Sue Senzi in Melbourne, Megan in Sydney. Sydney, I don't know where you live these days. And here's some people just working on some electricity that doesn't work. Granice. What does granice mean, Mum? A border. So anyway, how do you feel now? I'm back with my mum, all these years later.
Well, I feel good because, I'm not dependent on anybody. I can do whatever I like.
And in those days?
And in those days, it was not easy.
It was not easy.
No.
And how did you feel about being a Jewish girl in Krakow at that time?
That was very tough.
Why was it tough?
Because, you know, people didn't like us. They didn't want us here, to be here. Not all of the people, but some of the people.
At what point did it start getting Heidi? At what point did it start getting really difficult?
I tell you something, Henry. It started to be from the beginning difficult, but
Then it became impossible.
impossible.
And your lives were at stake.
Correct. But whoever wants to know my story will read my book.
Ah, my mother is trying to resell the book already. She comes from the same ilk. So, Mum, what message of love, after all the hatred that you went through in your life, you're back in Poland. This is an absolute positive message.
Yeah, but people are very nice here, very polite.
So you are cutting the cycle of hate.
Oh, I never hated.
You never hated.
You can't hate. Did you hear me ever hating?
I never heard my mother actually ever hating, I must admit. No. So can I ask you this question?
Yeah,
There's a lot of hate in the world now, right?
it is, yeah.
So
Correct.
what message do you have for people in the world about love?
They should not hate each other. They should compromise whatever it is. They should live together and be happy. That's all.
Compromise.
Yeah.
Peace on our planet.
Yeah.
So that comes from a woman who's seen a lot of hatred, a lot of death. And I've got to tell you guys something. Now I'm going to set off with actually a fun bit. These are the best wafers you could possibly ever eat in your life. Let me tell you something. Can you see this lot? This is, I don't know why we've got, look at those biscuits. I can't see if you can see them or not. Oh my God. I have just about 10,312 million calories. I don't know why my face is so blown out. Maybe it's the emotion, maybe because there's so much light here. Hello, Kerry in Melbourne. Anyway, so my mother sends a message of love. And when exactly will your book be out, Mother Dearest?
Up to 6 months.
In 6 months' time, your book will be out. I don't know why we're getting so much glare here because it's so... Okay, I'm going to show you outside the windows here of Krakow. Take a look out at the view that we've got. And here, it's a very religious country, is a church, an amazing church. And there, if you can see people cycling down there. And here's my impression of Krakow. It's very, very, very peaceful. Very, very, very beautiful. Anyway, I didn't bash my head. Anyway, we're about to go to sleep soon. Bless you and your beautiful mum. Thank you, Kerry. Correct, mum. What is life if there is no happiness? Thank you, Sid. Megan, Louise, love your mum. She's so special. Addie Lynch joined. Alana, you're doing a very important work here. So vital, so proud of you. That's to you from Ilana Hausman. Tamara in Sydney. We've got Bella. We have Sue Senzi. A whole lot of people. Gabriel from Melbourne, glad to see you arrive safely. Indeed, I did. Kathy Kaplan, we love you. Kurt, hello. Joanna in Canberra. Yanni, hello. Tim Kelly in Sydney. And who else have we got here? So gorgeous, I agree. She really is gorgeous. Look, all these people. Thank you all for joining us on this very, very special broadcast. We will be broadcasting right around the time that we're here in Krakow. I don't know why I'm so blown out, maybe because I haven't got much electricity left. And, but I like this look. It's kind of like negative positive. That's better. Anyway, for wherever you are, these are real Polish tools. I just want you to know. These are the real deal. And there's something about my heritage. When I hear Polish being spoken on the aeroplane when we landed in, it just was like out of control. Anyway, hello Leanne Gardner. Hello Alice Declarahan, thank you for all your messages. It's fantastic to see you all here. And on that note, we better sign off in Polish. When I get to Israel, I'll be doing Hebrew. This is a serious... Elektryki. Already, Konrad. Mam say goodbye in Polish.
Goodbye, do widzenia, do zobaczenia.
We'll be back more after the break from Poland.